Hello everybody, welcome back to a new subreddit. I am very smart. So let's take the P out of loads of people that think they are smart. Starting at number 15. His conversations are hard. You're so lucky your IQs aren't high. I bet it makes conversations easy when you don't think. Firstly, there's a comma in that sentence. It's supposed to be, and I don't know what it is, but people that say y'all, I mean, they sound. It could be that in the UK people don't say it much, but it makes me think you're slightly stupider than you actually are. So that's not starting very well for you. I bet you have loads of friends though. Loads of them. I can't stand this lad. If I were white and not Will Smith's silly son, I would be the most respected philosopher of our and all time. So you're saying if you weren't his silly son, you'd be so basically if you weren't you, you'd be a philosopher. Okay, Jaden. Who needs police when you have this epic hacker? I'm too nice to be a police officer. However, as a coder, I would basically create a black web search bar, and that would find most criminals easily or people trying to do bad stuff. So you'd make bad Google. So you'd make the dark web Google. Yeah, create a black web search bar. Okay, it's a dark web, so you know 100% what you're on about. Also, most criminals don't use the dark web, so good luck finding most criminals using the dark web. Right. Number 12, user responds to a spelling correction with some prime intelligence. At least I know the difference between foot and feet. Or perhaps you're one of the gay spelling Nazis. Leave the laws, physics and fluid dynamics to more intelligent people like me. Leave the laws of physics, fluid dynamics. And also, why did you specify fluid dynamics like it's not a part of physics? It's like saying, leave the laws of mathematics and calculus. What? Okay, moving on. Number 11, article about why women dye their hair. The whole thing is written like this. I'm going to read this and basically get back to you. It's too much just to read out. Actually, come to it, it's all gold, so I'm gonna read it. Let's do it. Anyway, back to the mind-blowing knowledge that I'm about to impart. Hasn't any one of you, any average guy for example, ever wondered why your girlfriend annually, or maybe in a shorter time span, emerges in your embrace doused in a harsh scent of bleaching chemicals? Have you ever paused to pontificate why she willingly forks over considerable sums of money in the honour of the aforementioned event? I myself am guilty of tentatively exploring the frontier phases of marshmallow brown, mahogany with honeysuckle highlights, auburn, natural black, spicy intense red, and lastly, spicy intense red with pastel pink dyed tips. The mantra of which I just regurgitated honestly has nothing to do with hitherto what I have written, and yet I recite the name of sakes of such miraculously hair transforming agents with the same unadulterated pride as a prestigious forensic psychologist listing his or her credentials on a stand in the midst of a nasty law brawl. Or you can just shut up. I know it's on Thought Catalog, so you just type your thoughts, but in no way were you thinking those exact words. You were thinking a lot less. But, okay, if you want to sound smart and put loads of extra words in, go for it. Number 10, dogs can't dance. He's just dancing, similar to a jazz shuffle. Dogs don't understand the concept of dancing. They're nice animals, but they're also dumb. Ergo, don't attribute human characteristics to them. It doesn't make you look all that smart either. Yeah, dogs aren't as smart as some human beings, but also there are some breeds of dogs like border collies that are slightly smarter than some humans. So, looking at you, commenter. I was born in the wrong generation. That feeling when you use wherewithal in a sentence and no one understands what it means. Was I born in the wrong century? You were just born into the wrong mindset. Number 8. I wish I was too smart to be a drug dealer. Drug dealing actually doesn't pay that well. A lot of drug dealers don't have good business acumen. Grammar. Sometimes I'll consider the game, given my business education and background, but upon business analysis, my speciality. Nor for me. Isn't business analyst the study you take when you don't want to do anything? Business studies and business analysts, it's the course you take when you just want to DOS. That, or maybe it was just my school and college. But still, that first sentence doesn't make sense. But with that first sentence, I'll give you a C right now. If you come back at the end of the day and you've rewritten that, maybe give you a B. I'm not famous because I keep the fact that I'm so smart a secret, obviously. Oh, that's a pile of text. Well, here we go. I know some people have a higher IQ than me, but at the age of 13, I have an IQ of 150. I don't think it's that easy to find someone smarter than me that's around my age or even older than me, as well as I only call idiots people who are dumber than me. There should be a full stop by now. You're just slapping in commas for the sake of it. Plus, I'm not famous because I keep the fact that I have such a high IQ and even told my friend not to tell people. Plus the fact that I don't want to be famous. I'm not being a bitch, I just don't want to deal with irritating idiots. Then how do you deal with yourself? Because firstly, you didn't have a friend. If you took an IQ test at the age of 13, let's not go into depth of how crap and irrelevant IQ tests are online. So you chose the lucky IQ test that spouts out a number exactly 150, which just getting exactly 150, not 149, not 151 in itself, it's too much of a round number. I am calling BS on that. Like, you know, you get the tests on like Facebook and that ask you questions, and at the end of it, oh wow, you got 100%. I purposely answered wrong for every question on one of those, and guess what? I got 100%. So I'm pressing X to doubt on that IQ test at the age of 13. Also, put a flipping period in there. Jeez. Number 6. I'm not fluent in whatever language this person is speaking in. Oh, there's a full stop. That's fine. I'm gonna read this one, okay. Oh, you missed the apostrophe in y'all. Oh, I'm skipping now. You'll think it's funny to reinforce the social... Right. Let's go into the words he's used, which mean I'm not going to bother reading it. If you use the word platonic-orientated people... Oh wait, no, it's oppressing marginalised or platonic-orientated people. I'm not, just as a quick glance, I'm not going to bother reading much more. Because that says, I know big words. Look at me use them. You don't know what you're saying with them. I'm just going to shut that. Move on. Number 5. He was kind enough to provide a mathematical proof. Albert Einstein is wrong. He's given E equals mc squared, proof error, multiple rule of differential calculus. Mathematics is possible to apply on mass. Mass is stay constant at speed of light. Mass change only state of matter. Right. Let's see if I can spot something wrong with this. Okay. So I see what he's done up to line 5, but then he tries to differentiate the equation, which I don't know enough physics. I took mathematics at uni. I don't know enough physics to even guess what he subs in. So I'm going to leave it at that. Also, his grammar at the top is crap, so I'm moving on. This guy wrote a whole book on how smart he is. Oh, here we go. F you, Target, I just want some goddamn shoes. If you're sick of corporations forcing politics of any stripe down your throat, and you are smart enough to know they're patronising you, then this is the book for you. Curse of the High IQ by himself. Okay. So at what point are they stopping you buying shoes? The fact that you've stopped next to the Pride section and got angry and not moved forward to the shoe section is why you're angry at them for stopping you buying shoes. Somebody needs to remove the ironic stick from their arse and get on with life. And the fact you wrote a book about it as well. The Curse of the High IQ. Also, a lot of the time, people that think that they are on the top 5% of a standard deviation are actually on the opposite end of the bell curve. If you know what I mean. Love the Facebook flex? When your principal has to pull you into the office to tell you got 95% on 7 courses. Even with that massive flex, every single one of his 3 friends commented on it, so it got to his audience, that's for sure. The thing is, that's just his attendance on 7 courses. Not actually a grade. Or he managed to get 95% of a grade out of 7 courses. Right, number 2. Ice-T's IQ is too low to understand John Wick, apparently. Movie review: John Wick Parabellum, crazy, gun-fu, wild knife fight. I'm a fan of the franchise. FLTG approved. You probably don't understand John Wick at all with your low IQ. All you care about are the action scenes. Thing is, it's an action film. What extra hidden meaning are you thinking of? It's just a good film with action and some good acting in it. That's all it is. I like John Wick. I'm not gonna say that there's some hidden meaning underneath it. Maybe the first one about the importance of dogs. Just gonna move on to the top one, I suppose. Oh, it's a Rick and Morty one as well. Rick and Morty fan too smart to know that learnt is a word. Learnt? What does learnt mean? Am I not dumb enough to understand what it is? It's not that deep, it's just the past tense of learn. So apparently, what he's done there is he's learnt the meaning of learnt. Okay, so that was the top 15 of the last month of IAmVerySmart. I kind of went deeper into this one, just because people that think they're smart annoy me. Especially when they aren't. So I'm gonna see you next time for the next subreddit. Don't know what it could be a new one, could be an old one. I'll see you then, guys. Goodbye. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ding that bell. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook at /ShawneeBGaming. Goodbye.